Hey, what's going on? This is Cody from FrostFlare Collective. I'm the creator of the Operators series, and today we're going to go over some of the characters' loadouts. First, we have my character, Gabriel Cross.
So one, on me, let's move.
To start things off, we have this wonderful hat here. Just to clarify, we're meant to be mercenaries of sorts, or contractors of a privatized military corporation, so a little bit less standard uniforms. This is a shemagh, our neck protection. Have those in various colors. We've got some ear protection and comms that does actually function as comms, as you can see up here on our plate carrier. We've got a press to talk, and if I flip it around here, there's a walkie. We got some radios. On the front we have some mag pouches. We've got a frag pouch with a 3D printed frag in it. And in the belly pouch we have just some standard medical supplies, actual medical supplies, because safety first. You never know with filming these types of things what could go wrong when, so it's pretty important to just be able to access med supplies at any point in time. There are quite a few characters that have some med supplies on them, which I love the idea of that. Up next we have, this is kind of a callback from an older project of ours. This is the Wrist Tac 2.0. Original version was seen in Tactical Insurgents years ago, but we have since made some upgrades to it. We have some gloves here. Everybody's got gloves. I gave everyone the option to chop the index finger off for the shooter's finger style. These don't particularly have it. We've got some knee pads, and as you can see, they are well worn already from filming the trailer. So, free weathering, never bad. Elbow pads, same way. A little bit of weathering on them. Up next, we have our uniform top. Comes with a hood and long sleeves. We've got some Velcro for patches that I don't think we're gonna make use of those, to be honest. These come in two different colors. We have multicam and an OD green, which you'll see in a later character down the line. My character happens to wear the multicam version of it. And all the way at the end here, we have Casual Friday, as I like to call it. Again, with the theme of the mercenaries slash PMC stuff, I wanted to have a little bit less uniform of a style, more streetwear mixed with tactical rather than militarized uniforms. So my character wears blue jeans. They're nice and scuffed up already. We have some thigh armor here, just for a little bit of extra protection in film. And of course, can't go wrong with the battle belt, just to keep everything tied together. So that's me. Up next we have our heavy gunner character, Michael Craven, also known as Soul 1-2 Reaper, played by Malik Musser. Die! We'll just start from top to bottom. Obviously we got the old noggin protector, the bump cap with the helmet cover, and of course the comms underneath. I do have to get a new mic or some new Velcro because that's kind of fell off there. We have shoulder pads. As I said, he's our heavy, so he's gonna have shoulder protection, thigh protection, crotch protection. So these all separate. These are shoulders. This is the crotch slash belly pad. These are the thigh pads that are already attached to his battle belt. He also has suspenders. I'm not super worried about grabbing them. As I say that, I'm gonna grab them. These are some suspenders that help hold his belt up and also provide a little bit of relief because he does carry the most amount of gear of anybody on any of the teams. He is our heavy gunner after all, so he's padded to the max. We've got the knee pads, the elbow pads, the gloves yet again. He's got his special wrist-mounted breacher shotgun shells, as he is the breacher. Reaper wears an OD green top with the multicam bottoms, and he is the only member to have a full actual backpack, rucksack, tack bag, bug out bag, supply bag, etc. The rest of us either have camel pack or nothing. So he's a little bit weighed down, which is, I feel bad for him, to be honest, at times, because he is one of the smaller actors that we do have, but his personality fit the character so well that I had to do it, and he loves playing as Reaper. Same setup, if you can come around here really quick. This needs adjusted. He does have the same walkie that everybody else does have. However, as our heavy, big boom bang breacher guy, double frag pouch. Not to go into too much detail in the lore, One of these Reaper considers his lucky grenade. So, that's Reaper. Up next, we have Ethan Cromwell, also known as Soul 1-3 Wraith, played by Evan Ingle.
Shit, that's nasty.
It does have a foam plate in the back of it, but he's just got, as far as his chest rig, full open back for the mobility with a little bit of protection, because as I said, sniper, but on the assault team, hence front plate only. His back and belt setup is almost, I believe it's called an Alice system, if I'm not mistaken. Similarly set up to one of those, which is essentially just the back strapping, the belt, and a couple pouches. Again, no need for really heavy protection, as he is a sniper, shouldn't really be seen anyway. We have another one-ear comms set. It will get double flashbangs. I'm fairly certain no frags on either sniper. Same setup, elbow pads, knee pads, optional, gloves, not optional. He's got the brown shamag, as well as I give him the option to wear this mask. He's worn it once, and then he decided not to wear it another time. Either way, it's fine. But if the actor decides to wear the mask, because it does get very hot in all of this gear, this is an optional extra layer of concealment for his face. OD green top, hooded, same setup as the rest of the uniforms. There is a bit of uniformity to it, but not so much that there isn't also individualism and personality to it. So sure, basic green and black top and bottoms, but the character that he plays, the personalities based off of that will also determine how certain things are worn with whatever style, tightness, looseness, you know, the whole 9 yards essentially. But yeah, that's it. That is Soul 1-3 Wraith. Up next, we have Dr. Arthur Omega, also known as Soul 1-4 Phantom, played by Brett Reel.
Keep hitting them!
Brett did not have boots. Brett's character has boots. They're nice boots. Dr. Arthur Omega has, it's a boonie hat. You know what it is. I don't have to say what it is. He's inspired. He's not British, but he's inspired. This is his med kit, and this was what I was referring to earlier. We have actual medical supplies in the med kit just in case. We're hoping nothing would happen, that we would need to use this, but just in case there are several characters that have an actual med kit on them for safety reasons, because you never know. Dr. Arthur Omega as a character is meant to be the medic of our group, so it's not here right now because I'm kind of working on a few finishing touches on it, but there is a syringe prop that his character has access to using depending on, you know, whether it's medically necessary in a shot or something. So look forward to seeing the stim shot. His plate carrier is kind of the standard early 2000s, mid 2010s era standard issue style plate carrier. It's got front plate, back plate, and dual side plates on each layer of the folds here. There's a plate here. They're all foam because this is a movie, obviously. But it's got front, back, both sides, plates. Radio pouch, comms. Press to talk works as always. Same setup as everybody else. Knee pads, elbow pads, gloves. Also has a one-ear earpiece. He is, I believe, the only member to have a green shamag, if I'm remembering that correctly, as well as our other member of Casual Friday. I'm also going to give him the option, depending on temperature of when we film, as to whether or not he even wants to wear the yellow flannel. It fits for his character, it works for his character. However, we had some complications when we were filming the initial trailer with this particular outfit being used in the heat. So I'm gonna leave that up to Brett as to whether or not he wants to wear this depending on what time of year we're filming. This brings us to the multicam pants. We have the black rectangles here. That is what you will see as a returning pattern for the Soul Team costumes. Not necessarily the other factions, but the main character faction, as far as season 1 goes anyway. And with that wraps up Phantom, and that concludes Team 1's costumes. All right, so starting off our more recon-oriented team, we have Vincent King, also known as Soul 2-1 Spook, played by Zach Bixman.
That's right.
You will see that this is a bit lighter than the assault squad immediately. I mean, we have a simple plate carrier, we have a simple battle belt, we have a tan shamog, same universal setup of padding and gloves, a simple OD green top, a simple OD green bottom. Zach has his own boots. This is where the gear collection kind of sort of started to come to a bit of a halt, and we had to start sharing gear left and right. So ideally, he would have more gear than this, but as of right now, this is Spook's loadout. Not previously mentioned before, comms. You will also notice currently there is no press to talk, no walkie. Things kind of stopped for a while, but when we pick back up, all of that will be taken care of. So for now, that's Spook. All right, up next we have Isaiah Odom, also known as Soul 2-2 Ghost.
Nicely done, mate.
You will see a few things that are nearly identical to the first character, Spectre. That's because due to financial limitations, we have to share some gear, even between characters that I play both of, which is kind of convenient. However, the one key difference would be this fancy little mask here with the British flag with the skull face. Same shamog as before. We have the same headwear, ear protection, knee pads, elbow pads, gloves. It's all reused from the original character. The top even remains the same. However, the pants are different this time. And this is the OD green that I was referring to previously with the gear combination. So multicam, just about everything else, including top, pants OD green, gloves OD green, shared shoes, and that's the character. All right, up next we have the character Russell Riley, also known as Soul 2-3 Echelon, played also by Malik Musser. This is his second character.
Talk about yourself.
So again, you will see a lot of similarities to Soul 1-2 Reaper, as we had to reuse a lot of the same gear due to the limitations. So the chin armor is gone from his plate carrier, from character to character. The extra mag pouches that were sitting on the chest, also gone. The belly plate, also gone. We're gonna add some flashbangs into the mix. Thigh pads stay, belt stays, the suspenders even stay, rather than a helmet, as Team 2 is recon based. He gets the 511 tactical hat, a one-ear comms headset, single ear. Again, the same elbow, knee pad, gloves setup, with some of those being optional. I'm giving each character or each actor portraying the character somewhat of creative freedom with how they decide to wear their gear, but for the most part, everything that you'll see and have seen is what they will be wearing. Moving on, we have our actor hider, essentially. You will never see Ghost or Echelon's face, as myself and Malik Musser play both those characters as well as other characters that are more main character rather than supporting characters. So in order to pull this off, we have a mask that he'll be wearing, a neck gaiter rather, that will be pulled up over his face. And for my character Ghost, as you saw, I have the balaclava. So outside of that and the few other changes, essentially this is Reaper's gear reworked into another character. And last but not least, we have Oliver Griffin, also known as Soul 2-4 Stalker, played by Zach Hannis. Very similar to 1-3's loadout, Wraith. Standard chest rig, no back. This one doesn't even have plates because he's on the recon team. He has dual ear comms. He's got a multicam balaclava. He gets the multicam 511 hat over top of the balaclava. Knee pads only, because we wanted him to be as versatile and maneuverable as possible. The less layers you have, the easier it is to move. Same gloves as everybody else. A big ol' Viper hood, essentially a ghillie suit without the front of the ghillie suit. It is a hood, the arms, and a cape that has right now jute tied into it, but also has paracord, 550 cable, whatever you want to refer to it as, spots for tying in real vegetation, much like real ghillie suits are supposed to have. Further down here, we have his, multicam top, Got the multicam bottoms. He's running both multicam to try to blend in as much as possible with the environment. Last but not least, we have the multicam camouflage pattern veil that will be worn underneath of the hood, over top of everything else, much like this. Sniper veil for the sniper. And that will conclude the loadout review of Soul Teams 1 and 2. Well guys, that's about going to do it for this video. Thanks for joining me for a peek behind the scenes at our costume design. Make sure you keep your eyes peeled for more content in the future.
Subscribe and ring the bell so you don't miss a single update from us. This is Cody from FrostFlare Collective. 1-1 out.